I'm gonna talk to you about general history and most other things of Middle East. In the ancient times, or mostly in the 19th century, the Middle East regions were occupied by one of the largest empires ever. Like there was the Arab Empire, the Ottoman, the Persian, and the Byzantine empires were once occupied during this century Middle East regions. Each empire had their own different traditions, um, languages, and things that characterized them. And every every empire left like a footstep of a reminder that they were there. For example, the Arabic Empire spread Islam across the region, and they left some of their foods. And another characteristic of Middle East is the cuisine, the food, the cuisine. In Middle East, it changes almost all the time changes depending on the country. For example, in some countries it could be the same food but cooked differently. For example, in lamb is very popular, and but according to the religion, there are some foods that cannot be eaten. So there, for example, Islamic cannot eat alcohol or pork products, so they substitute it by chicken, beef, and lamb. And their typical Islamic food is these three animals, vegetables, and pastas. They they like to make they like to use a lot of species, herb species for cooking. Um, every region has its own characteristic cooking. The languages on Middle East depend on the region also. For example, mostly it's spoken Arabic, and Arabic has many dialects. So someone that speaks one dialect very fluently will have hard times trying to understand or learning another one. Despite the different languages of the bases are the same, and there is standard of Arabic writing. Arabic is the language of Islam. Farsi is spoken in Iran, and Turkish either in Turkey. The official language in Israel is Hebrew, and most Israeli people speak Hebrew or English. And the religions. Uh,
Now we present to you Dr. Gilberto.
Yeah.
The First Civil War occurred in 1831 to 1833. It was brought because Muhammad Ali Pasha demanded the Ottoman Empire to take control over Egypt because of the assistance that they gave in the Crete War against Greece. Ali sent his army into Syria under the command of his son Ibrahim Pasha and the navy that he controlled, and with the assistance of the general Ibrahim Jakan they landed at Jaffa. The Egyptians occupied Jerusalem and the coast regions of the Palestine and Lebanon. The Ottomans were loaded with large losses, and the Egyptians occupied Homs on July 9, then Aleppo on July 17, and Antioch on July 28. On July 29, another major battle was going to take place at the pass of Bailan through the North Mountains. The Egyptians defeated the Ottoman force of 45,000 equipped with 116 guns under Hossein Pasha, and captured 25 guns along with considerable booty. The last final battle, and the major one, was set in the territory of southern Turkey. They were able to secure the lines. On December 21, 1832, the Battle of Konya was fought, where the Ottomans were easily defeated and the Egyptians treated Constantinople. In February of the following year, the Ottoman Empire entered a defensive alliance with Russia, received military assistance from Nicholas I of Russia, which gave them the victory over Egypt.
Quick break.
Toro Max.
The Russia-Turkish War of 1877 to 1879 was a conflict between the Ottoman Empire and the Eastern Orthodox coalition led by the Russian Empire, and composed of Bulgaria, Romania, Serbia, and Montenegro. It fought in the Balkans, in the Caucasus, and originated in the emerging 19th century Balkan nationalism. In 1877, Russia declared war against Turkey in support of the Balkan nations who were fighting for the independence from the Ottoman Empire. The Russian forces crossed the river Danube and quickly advanced into Romania and Bulgaria, where they were greeted like libertinators by the local population. In December 1877, Count Joseph Gurko captured Pleven after a bitter siege. He marched his army across the frozen Balkan mountain pass and occupied Sofia. After winning control of Shipka Pass, the Russians opened the road in Istanbul. But the resistance of the enemy stiffened, and at the start of winter, the army began to suffer heavy losses. In January of 1878, Martin Mikhail Sobolev's forces reached Santo Stefano, only a few miles from Istanbul. Russia accepted Turkish terms, and there were peace between them, which included outright independence from the Balkan nation, although these freedoms were later curtailed at the Congress of Berlin.
Now let's go with JP.
Economy in Middle East had major changes during mid-19th century. The most noticeable changes were around 1860s. The principal reason of this is because population grew a lot. The base of economy was agriculture, and it was complemented by commerce. In Persia, all provinces were subject to the payment of taxes, either in kind or in precious metal ingots. According to their productions, their main trade routes were Persian Royal Road, ancient road built by King Darius I in the 5th century BC. He built it to facilitate rapid communication in its vast empire. Another route was the Royal Road 2. It was constructed from the writings of Herodot. Began in the west in Sardes and 60 miles west in what is now Turkey. In the Ottoman Empire, the economic situation of this period of time was basically based on trading, and with the many reforms established during the 19th century. With the implementation of modernization, education was improved, the healthcare and pretty much of the economy raised with this change. Then, with centralization and organization, the empire had postal services and opened many railroads to promote trading and to acquire European languages and ideas. Then Greece started with a kind of revolution, and the empire had to give Greece their independence, and with this the economy decreased. Like said before, the Ottoman Empire started promoting education, but it was more a religious-based education. Then, with the time, the system advanced, and then it became primary, secondary, and university level of education inside the empire, and 36,000 schools were opened.
She's so.
Throughout the 1800s and 1900s, Arabia's economy was mainly focused on agriculture, trading products with countries outside the Iran region, local trade, as well as intra-regional trade. Arabia's trading consisted of coffee and spices, among their other products such as textiles. The economic prosperity in Arabia during the 19th century was not as significant as perhaps the economy of the Ottoman Empire during the same time period, but soon the Ottoman Empire will decline, and unlike them, the Arabs remained strong and steady. What they didn't know was that under the land there were fossil fuels that will later on bring so much money that all the countries in the world will envy them and try to take it from them. The real economic advance started until the 20th century, when the economy rose significantly.
Politics and summary. In political basis, they were ruled by a type of monarchy, as an empire. Many of them, because they had different empires. And this meant the heritage would keep the territory, so there were no parties. If someone wanted to take power or disagree with the governor, would get killed. So, as a summary, the Middle East is a place of many resources that other countries wanted. If other countries wouldn't have stepped in the way, the Middle East would have been one of the most powerful territories in the world. But anyways, it is also a place full of culture and rich, not only in resources as I say, but in people. A good people that follow their traditions and religions, and they deserve respect.